So, we're on day 2 of my coronavirus journey. I've caught coronavirus in Salford Royal Hospital. I tested negative, and then they said it was standard procedure to have another test to confirm the first test. Well, I was woken up 2 days ago, maybe, by the ward sister, and she went, you've tested positive for corona. I thought, shit, I'm gonna die. I'm the nurse. I didn't really think that. My first reaction was, oh well, about time. And I've never, and I still don't think that I'll die of it. I seem to be pretty much asymptomatic. I've got extreme fatigue, which I have anyway, following 2 strokes that I had 3 years ago. I've got weakness in my legs to the point where I get up like this, and I feel like my knees are just going to give way. I've still got my smell. Sometimes I wish I hadn't, but I've still got that. I've still got taste. Not got a cough. Not banging headache. So I said to a nurse, I went, hey nurse, Rona's just like a bad hangover. I say bad. I've had hangovers worse than this. So I've had it for about 2 days. If I get to the end of next week without major issues, then I should be okay. And I should be able to get over the virus. But next week's like the critical point, where if it's gonna cause you any problems, it's gonna be next week. I don't feel like it's gonna cause me problems, but don't know. I've heard stories of people that have been asymptomatic. They've felt fantastic. Next minute, gone on a ventilator. So, unpredictable virus. You really don't know what way it's gonna go. And even the medical staff don't know. I mean, no disrespect to this hospital or the staff, because most of the time they've been fantastic. But since I got moved on to this COVID ward, they mentioned it's a steroid that begins with D. They mentioned I was gonna have it, not been given it. I can't pronounce what it stands for, what it says. I googled it and it said, if you're given it too early, while you've not got major issues, then it can bugger your immune system up and make your immune system start harming itself. They said, so it's best to hold out as long as possible. So at the minute it's just like a waiting game. They're waiting for something to happen. I said to someone, I said, I want to go to ICU. They went, why? I said, oh, because I'm on a bay now with 2 other people. I said, before that I was stuck in a side room with one other bed that was empty. I was there by myself, like a dirty little secret. No observations, no nothing. I was having to remind them to give me the medication that I take, and that I have been taking since I had this stroke in 2017, remind them to give it me, which I shouldn't have to do that, but I did. Oh well. Yeah. Now I'm in the COVID ward. Shit. Having COVID, it's not what I thought it would be. I thought I'd sit there and be like, oh shit, I'm gonna die. But not at all. I don't think I'm gonna die. Could do, but not on my mind. The only thing that's on my mind is beating this bastard virus. And I'm pretty confident I will. My immune system is in good working order. My long list of medical health conditions don't affect my ability to fight an infection. Oh, I'll tell you what I did here. There's a link between COVID-19 and blood clotting and strokes. As soon as I heard that, I thought, fucking hell, a third stroke waits for me. Looks like I'm gonna be sucking a ventilator off again. God. Nah, seriously, that's not on my mind. The only thing on my mind is beating the virus. Getting over it, getting back to normal. I think I'm extremely lucky so far. I feel a bit, but nothing major. Just weak, headache, and a bit achy. Like, I just can't be arsed doing anything. A bit like a bad cold. That's it. No cough, no sore throat. Not really got any of the classic corona symptoms. Just battle it out and see what happens. Anyway, the point in this video is, for all you people that have just got COVID-19, don't panic. Look at me. Perfect. Fine. I've got bad health as it is. I'm still fine. Having COVID-19 isn't the terrifying death sentence that the news make it out to believe. It can be a death sentence, but it's only a fairly small percent chance that you'll die. If you're young, you're healthy, your chances of survival are like, I think the 90-something%. It looks like the death rate's really high because in the world there's a shitloads of people dying. Now I think I saw that nearly 1 million or just over 1 million people worldwide have died of COVID. But when you think of the billions that are in the world, it's nothing. It's a small percentage. Someone said to me today, they went, oh, the vaccine's here. I went, I wasn't gonna have it anyway. I said, even if I wanted it, it's too fucking late now, innit? I said, as long as I get over coronavirus, then I'll have the antibodies and I'll be immune for, they think, a couple of months up to a year. Not for long. But they say medical evidence suggests that once you've had coronavirus without major symptoms and you get it again, chances are it's not going to affect you. So, I mean, the first person to have it in the UK, I think he was called Steve from Brighton. He caught coronavirus, got over it pretty quick. Anyway, he then caught it again and got over it. And the news labelled him a super spreader. It's his fucking fault COVID's here. Bastard. Anyway, enough of COVID for today, because I am absolutely shattered. I've got severe fatigue from the stroke. I didn't go to sleep till 3 this morning, and I think the Rona must be making me more tired. I assume it is because my immune system must be working overtime to try and get rid of this disgusting virus. So I'm gonna go to sleep. Great. Even though I hate going to sleep, but once you're asleep, you don't care. The worst thing about sleep is, I don't know if it was something to do with being in a coma or not. I don't understand myself, but forget about COVID. You sit there at night, going, oh shit, it's bedtime. You start thinking, I don't want to go to sleep because I'm going to die in my sleep and I won't know I died. And you're thinking, that's a good way to go. And I used to think that, but having nearly died, when I do die, I'd want to know. I'd want to be like, I'm coming, you bastards. I wouldn't want to go without knowing. I want to be dramatic about it. Make a dramatic exit. Swallowed some spit and went the wrong way. Right, I'm off for tonight.